Learning about ear notching of swine. Animal Science Unit is a middle school standard for sixth grade. This is sixth standard, demonstrating an understanding of the area of animal science. Today we'll be covering the objectives of identify the reasons for ear notching. Just like anything else in animal science, you always make sure you have a reason to do it. Make sure that it's improving the welfare of the animal as well as improving the welfare of your organization, your company. Identify the best ages of ear notch swine is a very crucial part of this. Explain the equipment needed and the safety procedures to follow when ear notching swine. Excuse me. Describe the principles of ear notching and demonstrate the methods of ear notching. All right, the reason for ear notching is a permanent identification system. It allows when you notch anything's ears, it's going to be there forever. So, it's going to be there. There's no way to change the ID of this animal. It's very inexpensive. Cost just the amount of for the alcohol used and the one-time investment of tool. Identifies each animal. Um, Many livestock animals will use tags, but with pigs, it's almost impossible to use tags because tags will fall out because pigs are much more aggressive than other animals. So we cannot do that. Um, it's very crucial that it's also inexpensive ways, like I spoke about, and the accurate records. You always got to keep accurate records so that you're improving your herd. If you don't know what you've done in the past, there's no proper way. That's why in agriculture education we have in every class records keeping part of it. Every SAE you do, you always do record keeping. Uh, when to ear notch? Mainly, the only time that ear notch is 1 to 3 years old. We also clip the needle teeth. We dock the tails. We dock the tails in swine because a lot of times they'll chew on them, cause an infection, and can just cause problems. It's easier to do all of this at the same time. Also, many swine producers also give a Fe or a iron um, shot in the first 3 days, and this just kind of boosts their immune system and just gives them a jump start on life. Um, if you allow the pigs to become much larger, that 100 part mark, this task becomes very cumbersome and demand physically and mentally. You just make sure you got to realize, if it's a 100 pound pig, somebody's going to have to snare it. They're going to start screaming. It's going to be very demanding task. Equipment needed. Just need a notcher. Very $15 tool used over and over again. Disinfectants to dip this in. This can be spirits or this can be just simply alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Spraying larger pigs with wound dressing. See, when they get larger, the more and more things you got to do. Safety. Notching equipment must be kept clean at all times. Uh, you realize, this is going into the skin of the animal, and you just don't want any kind of infection. Must be cleaned with a toothbrush between litters, and then dipped in fresh surgical spirits or alcohol. Fresh alcohol must be used each day on the notch equipment. This is kind of a very basic safety thing. No matter what you're doing with livestock, you always make sure that uh, you keep things clean. Um, because you realize, these things are kept in small, confined areas. And imagine if everybody in the school had lived in the school at all times. This would cause disease to spread fast if we did not do these control methods. So if any disease in that barn easily can be transmitted to other livestock, in turn making a hardship in their life as well as a hardship for your company. As safety, after use of notching equipment should be cleaned with hot soapy water using toothbrush. Notch equipment can be placed in surgical spirits or alcohol for 10 minutes. Just set them in there, clean it all out. You always dry it off just to prevent rust. You don't want the rust to be in the animal. put it in a plastic bag, and that keeps dust out of it. That dust carries pathogens that could possibly make your animal sick. Do not sterilize by boiling, as this will blunt the cutting surface. You always want to make sure they stay sharp so that there's just less stress on the animal. If ear notching, older pigs, again, you got to separate them. It's just don't do it. And simply, if you keep seeing the redundance of how much harder it is, pen mates, not notch might be attracted to the bloody notches and start eating ear biting. Uh, a lot of times pigs learn from other animals, and start doing the same thing. Um, so if you're going to have a market commercial hog operation, please ear notch early in their life. Uh, like I covered, remember, if you must ear notch because if you had 100 white market animals, it's gonna be kind of hard to tell where that animal came from. You're going to need to know that so that you can, for the next breeding cycle, always try to improve. So if you notice that this pairing between this sow and a boar really, really improved and these animals are a lot better, then you should breed all your animals similar to that. And just just keeps accurate records, just like we talked about EBDs in beef cattle. It's kind of the same thing can be utilized in this. Safety: avoid making notches too shallow. This just will cause them to maybe heal up or just be hard to read. If it's hard to read, it's going to be very hard to identify and keep these accurate records we were talking about. Always make sure there's 1/4 so that they don't rip. Avoid making them too close to the head just because they're hard to read and also they'll grow closed. Put in notches in the right locations. That's simple. If you don't put them in the right location, you can't take it back and erase it like on a test. It's over. That's an inaccurate record and it's going to cause you problems. Principles of the system. Refer to the right and left ears of the pig's perspective. So stand behind the pig. Their right ear is the right ear and left. If you're looking at it, the right ear is the left. Just it's out of the pig's perspective. So always stand behind the pig to really tell which ear is which. Same as yours. If you're standing behind the back of the pig, reverse of your face pig. If you think that way, you can think reverse. Okay. So if I'm looking at it, my right side is actually the left ear. The right side is actually the left, and the left is actually the right. Some people that would confuse them, so they got to look from the back of the pig. When a sow has litter, all the pigs have the same litter, receive identical notches on the right ear. Pretty simple. Um, with that saying that, the sow's right ear is the left is the litter number. So the last name, if you write things from left to right, the first name is the pig number, the left ear, and the right ear is the litter number, which is his last name, which just like me, is Zachary Dalton. First name is identical or is individualized, and my last name is the same as the rest of my people in my family. All right, principle: this left ear in the pig is just like the first name for humans, just like I talked about. Every pig in the litter gets its own unique notch on the left. So right ear is the litter ear, and the left ear is the individual ear. All right, so we're talking about what it is and how it works. We really now need to focus on how to do it, how to read it. It's real simple. It's a quadrant plane, XY axis. Split the ear into four identical identical quadrants. So if we were using the XY axis, your threes will be in number one, nine will be in number two, third quadrant will be ones and 27s. If that's hard to understand, the outside bottom quadrant are ones, top outside quadrants are threes, nines are the inside top quadrant, 27 is the inside bottom quadrant. 81s is at the tip. Always the tip of the ear is 81. Hardly ever use 81. With pig number, you'll never use 81. You'll never use 27 because litters of pigs don't get that big. What I'm saying by that, you want to have pig number of really over 15. 15 is a mighty large number. Some breeds, and we'll talk about that later, do maybe have more than 15, but generally it's 8 to 12 pigs per litter. Um, and you just use this to make combinations. No more than two per notch. With that system, you can get any number combination up to 161. You can practice, try to see if you can not, but it's pretty proven that you'll have any number you would want just using those four quadrants. Okay, 1, 3, 9, 27 quadrants, and 81 AB notch at the very tip. With saying that, you could have litter 81. That means you had 81 litters during that breeding season. All the numbers in the left ear are added up to identify the individual pig within that litter, like I just talked about. You know, your left ear is your first name, which is the pig's individual litter number, and all the numbers in the right add up to make the litter number. With this system, you can create every number 1 through 161 can be created on each ear. Minimum one notch on each ear. Was saying that, you know, it has to have one. It has to be the first litter or the first pig. This shows a pig with a maximum on the litter number and the minimum on the pig number. So what you'll do is you'll add it up. So you'll add 81 to 9, 9, 27, 27, 3, 3, 1, 1, which comes out to be 161. And then on this one, it's just one. You don't have to add anything together. This shows the maximum. Reason we keep it no more than that is just for the fact of how many cuts it is. It starts to get hard to read. It's hard to leave that 1/4 of an inch in between each notch. All right, example one. Now, before we read over here, like I said, 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus 2 plus 3, plus 9 plus 9, plus 27 plus 27 plus 81 equals 161. So it's litter number 61. 161, I'm sorry. The left ear adds up to be 1. Uh, and that would be uh, uh, your left ear, which is that means it's pig number 1, first pig notch in that letter. Does that mean the first pig come out? No, it's normally not. You know, we don't notch them as they come out, but you know, it's the first one that got picked up out of that litter and notched. So how you write it is you write down its litter number and then the pig number. You put its last name, first name. Pronounce 161-1. All right, example number 2. All right, has a 27, has a 3, so it's litter number 3, and it has a 3 and a 1, which means it's the fourth pig in that litter. So it's 30 dash 4. All right, what do you think this is? Let's take a moment and add it up. All right, so if we get behind the pig, the this one over here, you see me circling, is your pig number. This one right here is your litter number. So 9 plus nothing plus 0 equals 9. So it's pig number 9. And 81 plus 1 equals 82. So it's 82 dash 9. Let's check that. Correct. Very, very simple. It's a very, very simple process. It's so that you can